ready with me today. I'm just gonna get ready very casually for the day. I have just something in the evening. I'm working mainly from home, and even if you work from home, it's very important to get dressed and not stay in your pajamas, even though they tend to be very comfy. And I'm just gonna get ready, so yeah, let's get started. I think these getting readies with me are different slightly from other videos, simply because I don't necessarily I'm going to use something that, like, Urban Decay might show up in one of these videos, and that's not that unusual, I think, simply because I don't use Too Faced in my planned videos, but I do have a few products by them, because, you know, they haven't always been bad. They've been, until they were bought basically by L'Oreal, and they still don't sell in China, but they were owned by L'Oreal. I'm starting just by basically what I call priming my face, so I'm putting on my face cream. I've already primed my eyes. I like priming my eyes pretty early down in the game because then it kind of sets in your eyes. I'm using the Ilma Skin Base, which is totally worn out by now, and I'm using I don't know what number this is called, but Sigma definitely has these brushes, so you can check it out. I think it's like F82. It's not the F80, it's not the flat one. So I'm just putting it on my... See, I told you I'm almost out of this stuff. I love this, and I'm going to be using my mirror. As I said, this is a Too Faced, the Vice 2 palette. Please check out, make sure that you're okay with Urban Decay, because most people are not. And I just happen to have this, and I don't recommend getting Urban Decay if you have an issue with them. So I'm just using the mirror at this point. You know, it's really exciting. This is the second ever Get Ready With Me video that I've ever done, because the only one I've ever done was on my other channel. I wanted to also do it, my morning routine. It's not a Get Ready With Me, it's more a morning routine, and it's in my other channel, so I don't know if, you know, you can check it out. There's not very much talking in there, but basically, that's the only one I've ever done, so that's pretty cool. I'm using now the Fashionista Style Icons London powder, setting powder, and I'm wondering if I should use, okay, I'm going to use this e.l.f. one. It's going into my monthly favorites. It's the powder brush. I used to use this for my foundation, actually, but I've recently rediscovered this. I mean, I have two of these, so it's really never been a problem, but I've recently rediscovered this because, don't eat your powder, by the way, because you can basically pat it in to your skin. And what's really nice about this powder, which is also my monthly favorites this month, is that it's so thin, so you're tapping it in. It really does set your foundation nicely, but it doesn't make you look, oh, you know, poor. It makes your pores, doesn't make your pores stand out or anything like that. So I really like this powder, and I'm just patting it everywhere I have my foundation. And I don't know how many people do this, but I always touch my face very gently to see where it still hasn't been set. I have a feeling I'm going to go through this powder really fast because it's like totally my favorite right now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go too overboard. I don't think I'm going to go very pinky with my lips. I'm going to use a very, I'm using this kind of, you can't really see it come up on my finger. That's the color, and it's by a company called Jade or Jada, depending on who you ask. So I'm just gonna apply this halfway, like where I would put my blush, and a little bit bronzy application, because it's a nice color, but it can also have the potential on, I'm just checking to see if it's like shimmery. Yeah, it's a shimmer. So it definitely has the potential of being a bronzer, but I will go in and add bronzer. I like using blush lately with a big open brush because it lays it out really gentle. And I think you can see the difference between one side to the other. still have a nasty cough. I can't get rid of it, and I'm like, okay, I have to go to my doctor and get the really good syrup that, you know, takes away stuff by having alcohol and all kinds of fun stuff like codeine in it, or I don't know what it has in it, but it really works. Okay, I'm basically building up my blush. I'm going to be using quite a bit of e.l.f. brushes from this set, and this thing holds way more than just my e.l.f. brushes. So we can put that. I'm starting out with just, actually I'm using a dome-shaped blending brush, and I'm using the concealer brush by e.l.f. by the black set, and I'm going to go in and put what am I going to use today? You know that part where you're sitting in front of your mirror and you're always wondering what color you're going to use today? I'm like debating if to go a little bit brown and green or like really out of it. And you know, I'm going to go with pink and brown. Maybe later on tonight I'll just add some black, like glittery black in the corner of my eye. So I'm just going to start by laying out with my pink color. And while you're at it, you might as well just add some glittery eyeshadow to your chin. So what kind of weird faces do you make when you put on your makeup on? We all do it, I mean. Okay, so now I have pink eyeshadow on. It's interesting because if I put on pink eyeshadow, I don't necessarily look sick, but I definitely look like my eyes are missing something. I've always noticed that. I'm now going to use a very, very pretty brown, slightly shimmery, very, very gentle. Remember always to kind of shake it off. And I'm going to actually lay it with the tip of my flat brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it in the crease. These are such soft eyeshadows, I swear. You know, I already know what kind of lipstick I'm going to put on. So I've never been good at that, matching my lipstick to the rest of my look. So I either go with a very brown neutral eye, put a nice lip on, or I struggle with my lipstick. Oh, that is so cool. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. You can really tell the definition of the sea. I'm being so good. I'm actually laying it out really nicely. Can you tell the difference between the two eyes? Because I'm using my other hand, I'm now leaning it on the desk in front of me, so I'm stable. Oh, this one definitely did not come out as nicely as this one. So I'm just gonna use my blending brush and hopefully I can more or less fix it. Yeah, okay, I can slightly fix it. At this point, if needed to, I can always use my finger. My blending brush is clean at this point. I'm going to use it again, and then this time I'm going to pick it up slightly. I'm going to gently apply it in my cream. Okay, I'm now going to use the MUA Secret Gel Liner from the Fashionista line, like the powder I just used. And it's the weirdest shape ever because you're used to getting a gel liner in a pot, and I'm using, in this case, it's just this really long, odd shape. I'm using the small angled brush by e.l.f. Now let's see if I can do this without screwing up. I usually use a very, very tipped, defined brush and not a long one. So let's see if I can do this without, you know, messing up completely my eyeliner. And I'm actually starting with this eye because my eyes don't tend to be equal. It's been recommended to be my friend, makeup artist, that I start with my off eye actually. So now I'm going to be quiet because if I'm not quiet, then I will move. I guess that's not too bad. You can tell how eyeliner makes a huge difference, especially on me, especially if it's like a winged liner. Okay. Now, I can tell that I'm going to have to go in and reinforce the blackness, but this is is a pretty good gel liner, especially when you consider the price. I think it's like £2, so it's really not expensive. Okay, my other eyeliner, totally. This is a total fail. Oh my god, is it a fail? Maybe I can still fix it. But I'm going to get a defined eyeliner brush because this is just not working. They say you should always try new things, but sometimes you just gotta learn when to give up. Now I'm going to have to clean it up from the bottom on both sides. Okay, so apparently I'm going for a very dramatic eyeliner today. Can't see really what I've done with my eyeshadow. I'm just going to go in with the Volume Glamour Max Definition. And you're not supposed to pump it, and I did. Keep the mascara out of your eyeball. So that's my look. I'm not going to put my lipstick on until I actually get dressed, so stay with me and you'll see what I do next. This kind of thing. Now, I don't like when it's too long because then it makes me feel like I'm walking in big clown shoes. You want to make sure you're comfortable in shoes like this and where the toe area is, and you want to make sure it grabs your foot very well. And these do that. They're quite tall, I will admit. I love these because the way they close on your leg is just so. I'm just showing you how it is in the leg. And as you can see, the strap has like an elongate, and now it's too bright. My lights are too bright. You can see that it has these two straps here, and it just kind of pump, but it has a twist to it. Again, I like shoes that are classic but have a small twist to them, because when you're like me and you have so many shoes, you kind of reach that point where you have the classic nude. You have something that kind of looks like the